Oh yes, toys stolen in store. I've been watching this toy here at one of my favourite department stores not far from where I live, and it is missing the Thomas there. Okay, it's been like that for a long time in this store, and looking at the way the price has changed, $64 something down to $45 down to $30, and now it's just $25, and that might be the perfect starter into this video. Okay, this is the third time that I'm taking a look at toys stolen in store. And up the end of the video, we will see the fate of the Thomas toy that we had a look at right at the start of this video. Ooh, will it be sold or will it still be sitting on the shelves? This is one of these videos where I don't need to explain everything you see. You can basically look at the video and it's fairly self-explanatory. And just about all the toys that you see in this video were looked at, or should I say disappeared, during 2018. I've often wondered whether this is the activity of children or adults, because I know some toys can be very difficult to remove from boxing, and that's what toy companies need to do. I've got a sneaky suspicion it's a bit of both of what's going on. There are some brands that suffer this a lot more than others, and of course during 2018 the Fortnite toys appeared and they had a huge problem of stuff being stolen, and I think what children were after in the Fortnite stuff was the and I'll have to beep that word out because that will trigger weird stuff on this video. What you'll see in this video being stolen or gone missing or being manipulated, it's all fairly small fry stuff. The video that I'm working on at the moment, and it's a bit of a complex one, is what the professionals get up to when they're stealing toys from in store, and mainly they focus on Lego toys. I've got some really good friends who work in retail. They've got to know me because I'm always buying toys in store, and they started to tell me the stories about people stealing Lego and explaining to me exactly their methods on getting Lego out of the store. It's going to be a tricky video to make because in telling you how it's done, I'm basically detailing to you how to steal Lego without being detected. When the professionals are stealing Lego, they act like magicians. There's a lot of distraction involved. They use boxes that don't seem to be exactly what they are. And so often they're working in a team. You won't find just one person pulling this off. There'll be a pair of people or maybe more. And they'll take advantage of a store in very quiet times, but also they'll take advantage of a store when it's very busy. And the reason why the professional thieves target Lego is because it's highly desirable and it sells for a very high price. Yes, the stories that I've been told in how those professionals work, it's very interesting, and I do see that Lego is coming in and combating this problem. Anyway, I'll let some music play. Let's hope it doesn't get copyright flagged for something, and I might come in and talk a bit more when we get to the Fortnite section. Yes, obviously we're up to the Fortnite toys, and they totally dominated the toys that I saw being stolen in store. Yes, it was very popular. Yes, I felt it was very overpriced. That didn't help. But the loot crates were being broken into very easily by the children. I literally watched children in front of me open these up, and what they were after was the weapons. Now, if the toy companies did one thing to the loot crates, and that is add a cable tie around the loot crate, it would have stopped the children from easily getting into those toys. The other Fortnite toy that I saw being savaged on the shelves was those piñata llamas, and I could see the confetti and the bags which were inside those ripped open everywhere. In fact, I was struggling at times to find llamas that hadn't been broken into. Again, I think the price point of those was way too high, but then again, if something's popular, of course you're going to try and pull the highest price you can possibly get while the fad is in fashion. I've been looking at toys stolen in store for quite a few years now, but seeing the way the Fortnite toys were being stolen was a total and utter eye-opener to me. And another problem was many of the shops that I go to, they left the broken stock or the stolen stock and parts of it left on the shelf, and all that did was give other children ideas. Oh, we don't need to buy these, we'll just rip into the stock that hasn't been ripped into. Yes, the Fortnite toys last year were very popular. Apart from toys that I saw being stolen in store, I saw lots and lots of toys being sold in a legitimate way. I saw lots of stock being cleared off the shelves. I dare say the toy companies always have that struggle between something that's enticing to buy, where you can touch and feel what you're going to grab, versus it being a little bit too easy to shoplift from the stores. Put it this way, I often see the very popular toys being stolen or being knocked off, but the things that aren't popular, well, it just sits on the shelves, nobody cares. But I really think some of that Fortnite stuff was very, very overpriced. Some of those loot crates or chests, whatever they're called, when I see them going for $23 in Australia, I feel that's too much. Last year was also a time when Toys R Us in Australia closed down. I know some will scream at me, but Leo, they're coming back. Well, the name is coming back attached to another toy company. It won't be the same format as we had before. That's what I've heard. It was very, very interesting to see the final 3 days. I came in and I studied this, and I was trying to work out why people were picking something up and buying it. And I was asking people, why did you buy this toy? And 9 times out of 10, it was because their perception was the toy was good value. What I was looking at was what toys were selling easily in these final days versus the toys that nobody wanted to touch. And there was a peculiar dynamic going on where people were just grabbing at toys, not really studying what they were picking up, but they thought they were getting a good price. It was a bit like the feeding frenzy you get when you throw food out into the ocean and fish just start biting, and it becomes like this manic time. But there are also professional shoplifters in this environment as well. And I was there at a time when someone tried to get out of the store with a whole trolley load packed full of stuff because other legitimate shoppers were going out of the store with legitimate loads of toys, and these professionals, with my fingers in the air, were trying to mimic that look and go out as if they've bought all these toys. They literally had one stab at doing this, and if they got caught, they basically dumped the trolley and they ran. I tell you what, I miss the Toys R Us stores. They've been gone from Australia for about a year as I'm making this video. And we'll finish the video off and we'll go back to see what happened to that Thomas set that I was talking about at the start. I know, you're going to be curious. Did that Thomas set that was on that specials table missing the Thomas, did it get sold at this store? Well, the good news is, and I'll just walk around this table here, I can't see it. So that's telling me that yes, it has been sold, and I think that's a very good thing. I think it was actually a very good price for what I saw left of that play set.